I'd also just like to go ahead and thank a few people. I'd like to, again, thank my lovely neighbors for pushing filming back an hour and a half. I'd like to thank my sister for leaving her pajama pants here. I'd like to thank my brother for finding a CD player with a cassette player in it, so I can now play all of my Harry Potter cassette tapes. I'd like to thank my cat for currently staring at me in the window. I wanted to chit-chat about learning things. So in the midst of everything that's happening in my life, I enjoy looking at situations and thinking, well, what is God trying to teach me? What can I get from this, whether it's bad or good, or something unplanned? Several verses came to mind. Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Proverbs 12:25, anxiety weighs down the heart, but kind words cheer it up. And I'd also just like to say that verses about patience are very long, and so if that's not ironic and also trying to teach you something, I don't know what is, because I definitely skipped over all of the ones that were longer than like 2 lines. So, Romans 12:12, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. I was just kind of searching through. Sitting at home, I have a lot of time to read, and I have a very, very old Bible that sits on my wooden table, and so I feel very, very old, and I have a rocking chair, so I'll sit in my little wooden rocking chair and read my old, worn Bible, and I just feel so cute, so that's one of my favorite things to do, is just read. But those verses came to mind. It's just one of those things where I've been through so much that I'm like, God, what else can I learn from you? And it's so frustrating sometimes because I'll feel like I already learned this lesson. I already learned how to go through your will and not mine. I've already done that. Or I've already learned how to cope with grief. And I've already learned how to be happy in horrible situations. I've already learned to deal with that. Why are you teaching it to me again? Kind of thing. It's one of those things where I'll sit down and I'll think to myself, oh, well, that's why. Looking through verses on patience and honestly skipping over the ones that were too long. I feel like if that doesn't say anything about what I know about patience, anxiety weighs down the heart. And it does, and I am fortunate enough not to deal with anxiety on a day-to-day basis. That's not something that I deal with. So for someone that does have anxiety on a day-to-day basis and cannot control it, that verse does not apply to you. I'm not saying, well, if you just do kind words, your anxiety will go away. No. Patience is so important. I hate it, but my friends will constantly be like, no, I need it now. My friends are like, Abby, patience is a virtue. I'm like, no. But it's something that, everyone has to learn at some point in their life, whether you're waiting for a college application to be accepted, or you're waiting for your toast to come out of the toaster, and knowing that eventually you will get an answer. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be in a year, but you'll get some sort of answer or solution to whatever you're waiting for. I truly feel like that's what's going on. That's what I just have to do. I'm not okay now, but maybe I will be eventually. And even if I'm not, ever, I know that God will still be here. He's not going anywhere. And so it's one of those things where I just have been trying to learn patience day to day. We know that everything works out. Everything always works out. May not be the way you think it will. Answers come in many different forms, but you'll always get them. Keep waiting, because good things will come. You will find them, and it will be a lovely thing when they do. Rejoice in the day. Be glad in it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Ooh, this rain is my aesthetic. Looking through blah, blah, blah.